The European energy crisis that we're experiencing now affects everyone. Whether you're in Japan, Pakistan, or the UK, the impact of the crisis is being felt in the near term through higher utility bills, fuel shortfalls, inflation, and higher rates of interest. In addition, the crisis implications for the energy transition, near term with companies switching to use coal rather than gas, and longer term with more rapid shift away from fossil fuels. So what are the uncertainties for European prices? And I've kind of done this on the basis of up and down. So based on what? Cold weather. If we have like a super cold winter next year that starts in October, then all bets are off. You will see the price go up. Stronger China recovery. If what we're seeing around post-COVID continues, then they're going to want more of their LNG. And it's their LNG. They've contracted it. Supply and infrastructure disruptions. If something happens, if things like regas terminals don't stop functioning or there's problems, one of the LNG projects in the US had a fire. That caused a really insignificant input because there was about 8 million tons taken out of the system. Warmer weather, lower European and Asian demand. You know, if demand for, particularly in the industrial sector, goes down, if domestic demand goes down, then you could see that ameliorating and that lowering the price. And a recession. If we go into recession, that will also impact. Economic growth is an important part. And then we get out to LNG commissioning delays. So as I said, if that LNG doesn't turn up, we're in trouble. Stronger European Asian demand responds to lower prices. So Pakistan, Bangladesh, Southeast Asia, if they go really mad for new cheap LNG, that will drive the price back up again. You know, what could soften it? More LNG FIDs in the next couple of years. Everybody goes crazy and develops new LNG on the prospect of and that might happen. It's maybe less likely than there being a restriction, but it's certainly possible. Limited Asian demand responds to lower prices, or some Russian pipe gas coming back into Europe. And you might say that'll never happen, but you know, what's the route out of this? The political analysts are saying, what's the route out of this Ukraine situation? Maybe that is partly the EU saying, yes, we'll take some gas, nothing like what we took before, but we'll take some. And we'll take that through a variety of different routes. And that's part of the sort of reconciliation around the Russian-Ukraine situation. Increased LNG dependency makes global markets more volatile. That's, you know, post-2030, really a possibility, even more volatile than we've seen. Emerging Asian markets actually start to look at alternatives instead of using gas. So that might soften again. If the demand softens, that might soften price. So there's lots of things that can fundamentally go on here that will change the picture that I showed you earlier on price. But fundamentally, the next 2 years, it's either bad or very bad. There's no good, sadly, because the LNG is just not turning up because it's physically not there.